internship at European Historic Houses last year in September, and like the other interns, it's supposed to be of 6 months. So since it's a small office, the tasks were really from the smallest to the biggest, and I was involved in the small tasks like updating the website or creating posts for the social media, general coordination between the members, sometimes just paying attention and drafting the minutes for the General Assembly and Executive Committee. But at the same time, I got the chance to explore what EU projects entail, and then how do you sort of coordinate with the network and participate in such big projects, and how do you create budgets for them, and also like how to apply for project applications, and at the same time the main coordination task that happens between the stakeholders while executing such big projects. So I would say it was a whole package from the tiniest of the details that I could actually learn in the general working environment of an office. Yes, fortunately for me, there were two projects that I would say. One, because I was already in touch with European Heritage volunteers before, and I got a chance to display European Historic Houses in the Project Partners meeting back in Görlitz in Germany. And this also gave me a sense of, as a catalyst to collaborate between the two organizations. And on the other hand, I would say HERIT, which is a EU project that we've been working for since long, and the work package was just in, and then we've been creating the executive summary for it. So I think that was another interesting project that I had a chance to work on. It's a co-working space that has many offices within the same building. So whenever you're physically present in the office, you get a chance to interact with people from diverse backgrounds, people from different countries, people with different educational backgrounds. So it's really dynamic. And though with the restrictions, there were times where we would not see many of the people, but then in tea break or coffee break, you would always chit-chat with people from different offices. So the working environment is very flexible, but at the same time it's good for general interaction, for communication, and for networking. So yes, I really liked it. Yes, of course, I would say that overall, initially it did take me some time to adjust to the office environment and to understand how to formulate certain things, but with time I would say that I got the hang of it, and it really helped me to understand the difference between the small organizations and the organizations which are as big as European Historic Houses, because being on the expert cultural heritage group or the committee that reports to the Commission, I say it really makes a lot of difference, because you get to see firsthand the kind of projects that such organizations participate in, but at the same time you also see the difference that lies and the difference that one can make through collaboration and networking with other such organizations. So in general, I would say that I was lucky, because when the pandemic was not at its peak, I joined the office, and that's why I was physically present here most of the times. But then the situation got worse, and we were supposed to come to office twice a week. But in general, I would say that it was really nice, because we got to learn how to manage the administrative tasks and how to still go on and do the projects remotely, which I think is needed in today's time, especially looking at the working circumstances for future. So yes, I think I learned both the aspects, and it was a nice experience because I got to experience both the aspects together.
Right.
So originally I am born and brought up in Delhi, India. I did my Bachelor's of Architecture and I graduated in 2017 from Delhi. After which I worked for a year and a half for the National Heritage Consultants in India. And then I decided that yes, heritage is my field, and that's why I pursued a master's in World Heritage Studies in Cottbus, Germany. And while exploring the Erasmus projects, I discovered Erasmus Plus, and that's how I came here to do an internship. One other reason for me to do the internship before was so that I get a thesis topic and I can execute a practical thesis that is not only theoretical. So I would say that this experience will surely guide me in whichever topic that I'll take next semester. And I hope that I can collaborate later on with organizations and produce something through my master thesis that I can take on later on. So yes, that's the future plan.